good evening for everyone. Okay, hello. So, am I audible, guys? Good evening. Good evening for everybody who are present here. So, is my voice clear? Is there any disturbance? And is my video clear? Video visible? No? Okay, good to know. Okay, guys. So, let me do alt set. Okay, so where did we stop at last class? At last class, what we were doing is we were building a web page. Okay, so we were continuing building a ISRO web page that was a footer section was at the pending. Okay, so we haven't finished the footer section. So yesterday we were doing it, right? Okay, so what we have created until now, we have created this heading and this particular section, right? Okay, so let me see again. All right, okay, so let's go. Okay, so this one and this section we have created. Now we have to create these things. Okay, so the options which are arranged in the list format and they have arranged in the table format. Okay, first they have created in the list format, then aligned in a table format. Okay, good evening, guys. Good evening for everyone. All right. Okay, so what we will do is, so can we copy this? Okay, so one by one we will create. So what is this, guys? This is in the list format. Okay, so each column is created using a list, that is one after the other they have placed equally. Okay, one after the other they have placed with a correct format. So RTI feedback one after the other and one below the other, and this particular what we call it as points. Okay, the arrow marks start with the same line with the other arrow marks, right? Okay, so now what we need to do is come back. Okay, so let's host our output first. So it was an session on web session 13. Okay, we have these things. Okay, so address and this section we have created successfully yesterday, and now we need to create this. Okay, all right, so come back to Visual Studio. Okay, so this entire thing is inside div A, right? So this is a section which we have created, that is it is having one heading. Okay, it is having one heading and a div section here. Fine. Okay, so this entire thing is inside one div, that is this blue div. Okay, so this is the container which contains all the thing, this list, this table, and this section. So now we will create this section first, then we put inside this, then we will arrange the elements in this format, that is in a column format. Okay, so I'll go here. So what we will do, okay, so this is a last div, a div which contains all the elements. So before that I will open another div. Okay, here is a closing div which contains all the elements. So before that I will create another div which will have all these things. Okay, so what should we have? RTI feedback, contact us, FAQ. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just copy this and paste it on my Visual Studio just for reference. Okay, so inside this div, what I will do is I will create list. Okay, in order to create the list, we have a tag called list itself. Okay, in order to create a list, we have a tag called list itself. Okay, so li, correct. Okay, before this, before creating the list, what kind of list you are creating, that you need to mention. Okay, so before creating a list, okay, right now we are creating the list of these elements one after the other. It should be aligned itself. So before creating this, we have to select what kind of list. That means is it a order list or unordered list? Okay, it is a order list or unordered list. So what do you mean by this? Order list means the list which is having a particular order. Okay, as the name itself is suggesting, order list means order list means if the list or the list elements, if it is having any particular order, that is called a order list. Okay, so right now, does this list have any order, guys? That means, is it meant is the element is getting mentioned with any order? So, so can we count the order, or do we have any particular reference for these elements? No, right? So that means it has been randomly put here. Okay, but one after the other, they have arranged, but they have not given any particular order. For example, I will show it in a code itself. Okay, so before writing, okay, let's say you will open a tag called ol. Okay, ol means order list. Okay, ol means order list. Okay, so what should come inside list? This element with this arrow mark. So what I will do, I'll come here, arrow mark. Okay, so that is a right angular bracket, and I will copy paste this. Okay, so after selecting what kind of list you want, after deciding what kind of list you want, you need to say li. Okay, so the first element is rti, paste. Okay, the second element is, and all of the elements will be having this arrow mark, correct? So I will say space. Okay, so next list element will be put inside the li tag. So feedback, first arrow mark, space, then element. Okay, next li. Okay, so let me put a space here so that it won't be confusing. Okay, so first arrow mark, then you need to have this contact us, cut, paste here. So everyone following? Okay, that's why I just copy pasted all the elements at that time itself. Okay, just to make it easy in order to write the code. Space. Okay, so I will write FAQ, cut, paste here. Again, list, arrow mark, space, website policy, cut, paste here. The last one, the arrow mark, copyright policy, cut it and paste here and save. Okay, so what we have given, look here, what we have given is, so div I have taken, I have decided to create one order list. How? Just by giving OL. Okay, then we have put the elements inside li tag. Okay, all right. So using li tag, we have created the elements. So I will save, go to my output, refresh. All right. So one thing what we need to have is this list elements should be having a text is equal to white. Okay. So very simple. Come here inside the OL tag. Tell all the text must be having a color. Which color? A white color. Save. Okay. So the color of the text should be white color. Okay. Save and now see. Refresh. Okay, so we have this arrow mark and this text. So same thing we have here. Okay, so what is the difference between this and this, guys? Hmm? So compare it. Okay, and one another thing, who and all has present here, do put a message in a group. Okay, this is important. Okay, we need a count, so put a message in the group that you have joined. Everyone, so go and put a message in the group that you have joined. Acknowledge the message. Right? All right. So next. So what is the difference between this and our element, guys? See here, we just because we have put order list. Okay. Just because we have put a order list, it is giving the list elements in one order. It is showing the list elements in one order. So, do we need it? Do we need any order in the list, guys? So, if you look here, do we need any order in this list? No, right? There is no 1, 2, 3, there is no ABC, nothing. Correct? So, in that case, come back to Visual Studio and tell you don't want UL list, you want you don't want any order. So cancel OL and put UL. UL represent unordered list. Okay, UL represents unordered list. Getting everyone? Okay, so now look at the output. Save, come to the output, refresh. Okay, again, you don't have any particular order, but you have a bullet points. Okay, earlier it was 1, 2, 3. Now it is showing a bullet points. So do we need a bullet points actually? So we don't need a bullet point also. So what I will do, come here. So I will say we have one particular attribute, that is type is equal to, tell it as none. Okay, that means you don't want a bullet points, you don't want a number, you don't want anything at the left side of a list element. That's what you're telling. So after saving the thing, refresh, see, now it went, right? So everyone getting the same output. Okay, after giving type is equal to none. Okay, so all the bullet points just got disappeared. How? Giving type is equal to none. Okay, it should not be having any order. That will be done using a ul, that is unordered list, and the type should be none. Fine. All right, next what should we do? Okay, so see here, if you just compare it with the output. Okay, between the elements there is a sufficient gap, right? So see here, at the uh, below all the list elements there is a gap of certain pixels. Okay, if you want to create a space of certain pixels, what is the property? We already know that we can use a margin property. Now what should be the margin property? That is, you should be having, okay, so under li, under li, that is, these are created using a li tag, right? So under all the li tags we need certain amount of space. That is we need to give a margin bottom. At the bottom of all the elements we need a space. So come here. So what I will do is, instead of just giving directly, I will create a class. I will put a class saying list1, list2, sorry, list1. Copy this for all our list, copy and paste it in the list. So copy the class attribute and paste it in the list, everybody. Okay. See. Okay, so what I have written is class, and I have put one name. Okay, then come back, take that name. So what is the name? Class 1 is that name. Okay, and what you put is margin bottom. That is at the bottom of all the li. So for the li, we have taken the class, isn't it? For the li, we have taken the class. So if you come here, for all the li, I have put the class list1. So take that list1 and you tell, what you will tell is, at the bottom I need space of around 10 pixels. Save. Now let's see. So this was a previous element. Refresh. Yes, we have a sufficient space, or should we increase the space, guys? It looks like we need more space compared to this element. Okay, so I will go with 13 pixels. Save, refresh. Okay, good. Okay, so 13 pixels is not enough. Okay, so I will finalize for 15 pixels. Save. So refresh. Okay, so now I think it is sufficient. That is, I'm measuring by keeping my own cursor here. Okay, so here also cursor is getting fit, and here it is getting little congested. So what I will do, I will finalize Okay, with 17 pixels. Save, refresh. Okay, okay. So is this enough? Okay, so let it be 18 pixels and let's finalize that. Okay, so refresh. Okay, so come here, refresh this. Yes. Okay, so instead we can use BR. Okay, so if we use it BR, okay, so the thing is, see, you won't be getting this particular order, Sayed. Okay, because if you use the paragraph or if you use the any tag, okay, so one after the other, okay, it won't be getting arranged like this. Okay, and one another thing, okay, if we create another list can be create one parallel to another. That is also not possible if we create for paragraph or if we create for heading. Okay, and one other thing, this whenever you see the alignment, you need to follow that, which the way they have put, so that tag itself you need to follow always. So this looks like a list, so you have to use a list itself. Okay, and it has been arranged in a format of a table. You need to make use of a table tag itself. That's why there are tags respect to the what kind of alignment they have used, right? Okay, and okay, fine. Okay, so let's say me go here, refresh. Okay, this is fine. So what is left out is, see here, I think the text, the font size is little lesser compared to our font, correct? So look at here and look at ours. Okay, so I will come back. Okay, so I will go to here directly, UL, and I will say, okay, or else I will go to the top. For all the LI elements, the font size must be 16 px. Okay, let's see. Will it get decreased or increased? Okay, so it was basically in 16 px. So I will create a 14 px, refresh. Okay, so all right. So let me go with a 50. Refresh. Yes. Fine, everyone. So what do we have is here all the elements one by one, and here also same. And what is the difference? What's the difference? See here, what you have here is the arrow marks should be smaller, and this arrow mark, okay, should be in a orange color by default. When I move my mouse on the RTI or any LI elements, that is list elements, it should show up, it should change the color of the text into the orange one. That is how it should work, right? So here when I hover on this, it should show as a orange color text, right? So in order to do this, what I will do, I will come here, put all the arrow mark inside the span. See here, we have written it separately here. Okay, so replace this arrow mark, put it inside the span. Okay, so inside the span, what should come? Just one arrow mark. Okay, save and copy and replace all the arrow mark with this span, guys. copy, paste. Okay, so here and here and here and finally here and save. Okay, so I have written just arrow and I have put inside span and we will give one class for that. Okay, so I will tell list inner. Okay, I have given one class for all the spans, that is list inner, and again copy paste it inside all the span. See, fine guys. Okay, so save. And now, why did we put this arrow mark inside span? Why did we create the class? Because we need to put one property for this arrow. We need to decrease its font size and we need to put a color. Okay, we need to put a color. Okay, so what I will do from here, dot, what was the, it is list inner, comma, or else. Okay, all right, no worries. So list inner, it is a class, and I will tell it has the color of the text should be orange. Okay, and the font size also it should be smaller. Let me give the value as 14 pixels. Let's see the change. Come here, refresh. Yes, we have a orange arrow mark and so it is not smaller like we thought. So I will go back, tell it as 12 pixels, refresh. Yes, now it has become smaller. Okay, I think we need still a smaller one. I will give it as 10 pixels. Come, refresh. Okay, 10 pixels will be too small. So go back, I will give 11 pixel, refresh, yes. Okay, so what we got is a arrow mark and these things. Okay, so why is it we are not getting a sufficient space? So it should give me a space here and we are not getting it. Refresh. Alright, so what I will do, I will just put one command here, that is and nbsp. Okay, so see, this is not a tag guys, this is just a command. Why do we use this command? So save the output, so save the code and see. So what did it give? Until now, we haven't used this command because we didn't want a space which it was not giving. Okay, now we want it. Okay, the forcefully we if you want to put some space, because normally in HTML file, okay, it will not create any extra space. Okay, that means after one space, any spaces will be ignored. It won't be read as a validated one. Okay, After one space, all the space will be ignored usually. So what we will do, if you don't getting a extra space means you can have that extra space using this command, nbsp command. Okay, so one space we want, that's why one time I have written it. So see here, I have a space now between my arrow mark and list element. Like that only, copy this and paste after the every span. Simple. Copy this, paste after every span, so that all the list elements should be having that space. Refresh. See now, now it is looking like this only. Okay, should we give a more space between the thing, between the each element? That will be fine. What I have given was 80. I will come back and I will say 20 pixels because it is not looking like a big space. See here, one after the other, they have a good amount of space, and now we also have a space like the original website. Right, guys? Okay, fine. So what's next? So we need to create a next list. That is this one. Okay, so copy all the elements, and before that, see here, we haven't given a hover property, right? That means for each element, when I move my mouse, it should change its color to orange. So we need to give it. So for which class I have to give a hover property now? Hmm? To the list one. Okay, so list one is the class given to all the li elements, right? So go ahead. What I will tell is list one. So when you hover on the list elements, the color of the text must be white. Save. So any extra modifications we have to do in order to change the color on on the elements, guys, please put in the comment section. Hmm? So li1, and if I hover on those element, it should give orange. Okay, so I have given white, change it to orange, and save. So if I come here, refresh, see now, if I just move my mouse on the li, okay, it is giving, you know, it is giving the output, that is, it is changing its color. Okay, so everybody followed until now. So if yes, put yes or done or anything. So or any other suggestion or anything we need to change, anything, give me an update, that is on the comment section. If you hit like, I could not know, I won't get to know. Okay, so give mention in the comment section. Are you able to follow, or are you able, or you have you in case have you got stuck, or should I repeat any section? Okay, yeah, hitting like is fine, but mention in the comment section, guys. So shall we continue? Are we in a correct pace? Are you guys uh, following parallelly with me? Huh? So one section we have created. Okay, we need to create another section. That is one list we have created. We need to create another list. Okay, one list we have created. We need to create another list. Okay, all right. So this list have been created. Now we will create this list. Okay, see here. This list should also have a same property. That is, when I hover on the text, it should change to arrow. Sorry, it should change to orange. And see here, the arrow mark should be having the same font size as this arrow mark, correct? And there should be a gap, and one after other it has to arrange. Okay, so one by one we will make it happen. So first thing first, just copy the entire this. Okay, so copy the entire list, come to your code. So no need to paste here. So what we will do is, so this was a new div, right? Okay, so what I will do is, I will just create another div. Okay, for this div, let me give a class. Okay, so the div where you have created the list. So I will say class. I will say first list, just for reference. Okay, until now we have not put anything, any CSS property from the div. Okay, we have not applied from the div. Just for the reference, I have given class is equal to first, what is that, first list, and come to the next div, and I will say class second list. Okay, all right. So next, what should be done? Okay, so one is class second list, and here, okay, so if I paste it, yes, I have all the list elements. Now I have to put it inside the li tag one by one. Okay, so come inside div tag. So which tag we need to have the list inside? It should be ul. Okay, that is, I don't want any particular order for the list. I want a unordered list, that is ul. So create a list element li. Okay, so I think we will have this property itself. Okay, so that means I will put a class list1. Why? List1 has, okay, list1 has this margin bottom and font size, same margin bottom and font size we want. See how much margin bottom we have applied for this list, same margin bottom we have to apply for this list also. Fine. Okay, and then what should we do? Same font size, how much font size we have applied for this column, same font size we have to put for this column also. Okay, so if you want to put the same property as this list, just just mention the same class. That's all. So both the property is in one class, that is list one. So at the starting only we will put class list one, and the first one is hyperlinking policy only. Yes, it is hyperlinking policy. Okay, so cut it and paste. Okay, and one more thing is what you need to give. There should be a arrow mark, right? And that arrow mark should be inside the span. Okay, this we will copy and paste it at the last. First we will create all the elements. Okay, so first element is hyper policy linking. Open a second one, list with the class list one, and copy paste the second one. It is terms of use. Cut here, paste. Okay, same thing, list class list one. Okay, so cut and paste it. Fine. Okay, then list, create a class. What is the class name? List one is a class name, and cut the element and paste it. Okay, so li class list one, cut this, paste. Class list one, cut this and paste. Last one, cut and paste. And what is the class? It is list one. Done, everyone? Okay, so next what should we do? So just go upside. So okay, so okay, so let us attach it with the old one, next list one. Okay, so li class is equal to li1. Okay, so go here, see the output, refresh. All right, so so for this div, so okay, we will copy this thing. Okay, because for that ul, for this ul also we need color should be white, the text color should be white, and the type of the count. Okay, so first I will put the color, copy this color where we have put on the previous list, paste, save. Okay, so if you do it, if we refresh, okay, it is not visible because it is going out of this background div. Okay, so I will do one thing, come to the top. So where is it? Okay, So this background color for now, just for reference, guys. Okay. Afterwards, we will remove it. I will put it for the body tag. Same background color. Okay. So for reference, okay, we cannot see the text, see this element text. Why? Because we have put color is equal to white. So on the white background we couldn't see the color, so I have put this blue color itself for whole page. Okay, so I will now refresh. Okay, see here what is left out. So these things belongs to the first list and these links belongs to the second one. Okay, so what is left out is we need to put a arrow mark, okay, and one space, and we need to take out this bullet points. We don't need this bullet points, right? So in order to remove this bullet points, what was the property we have used earlier? Put it in the comment section, everybody. So in order to remove this bullet point from a list elements, what should we do? Hmm? So what is the attribute name, or is it a style? So which property helps us to remove that bullet point from the list element? So which, so look at your code earlier which you have written. So how come you removed it here? So in a same way, remove there also. So mention in a comment box which is the property that we will use in order to remove this bullet point from the unordered list. Hmm? So if you go and check out, if you go and check out, okay, so see here, come to UL and you have used type attribute. Okay, you have used type attribute, that is none. Okay, that is the type of the reference should be none. I don't want any reference. I don't want any reference. So what I will do, I'll come here, copy this and paste it in the current UL. Save. Okay, paste it in the current UL. Okay, then what happens? So what we need to do is come here, let's see the change, refresh. See, now there is no pointer. Okay, just the text, but we need to add this arrow mark. Correct, we need to add this arrow mark. So instead of writing it, we will copy paste the arrow marks from earlier list element that was inside the span separately. Okay, so not only inside the span, and also we need one space, right? Okay, so not only we need span, okay, we need to put it inside one span, and afterwards we need one space. So together I will copy and nbsp command. Okay, and this span tag I have copied, come here, paste it at the starting of the li tags. Okay, so paste it at the starting, right after you have opened the tag, right there you paste it. Okay, like this, space, and again come down, space, and again come down, space, paste, space, and paste, space, paste it, give one space, paste it, give one space, and save. Fine, everyone. Okay, so what is it here? You have applied one class and span. Okay, so for that span class and one space, extra space, forcefully we have given one space. Okay, so come here, refresh. Yes, see. So what we have got is we have got all the elements. Okay, from here to here, this belongs to one list, and from here to here, this belongs to one list. Fine. Okay, continue. So now what we want is a third one, a third list. Okay, in the same way, copy paste all the elements, copy all the elements and paste it here under this div so that you will copy paste it inside the li tag. Okay, so how to create a third list, how we were creating until now, that is, first we will create the div and create the ul. Okay, and for this ul, what kind of type? The type of the reference must be none. Fine. And afterwards the style, that is color of the text, must be white. Okay, and I will save. Then one by one we will include these things inside our list. So li, so cut it and paste it here. Okay, and another li, what happened, cut this and paste it here. Okay, so next li, cut this and paste it here, and next li, paste. Last two li we have, that is list element, sitemap and help. Cut and paste, and again cut, where to paste, in between the li, paste. Fine. Okay, so we have created the list. Okay, so what I will do is come here, look at the elements, refresh. Okay, all right. So okay, so see here, earlier the list looks like this, correct? Earlier the list looks like this because we have not put any of the class where we have put this. The classes which we have put for these list element, those classes we have not put for this div. Okay, all right. So what you will do is come down. So I will say I will come inside all the li and copy paste this class. So why? What do we have in that class? List1, at the bottom of a list element, it should be 20 pixels and the font size must be 15 pixels. Okay, so those two properties we want, so I will include that class. If you include that class, both the property will come. So copy paste that class in all the li. Come here, space this, space this, space this, and space this. Save. Okay, so that is refresh now. See here, so we got a space and a font size. Okay, now what is left out is we need to give this arrow mark. Okay, we need to give this arrow mark. So that arrow mark also we have made it ready. So we have put inside the span and we have put one space, a forcefully given space. Correct? So I will copy this, paste it here. Okay. So again, copy this, paste it here and give one space just to make it look nice. Copy and space, copy and space, and save. Okay, so look at the output now. Refresh. See, now what we have is all the list element. It is what arranged one after the other. Okay, what we need to do is we need to arrange it. Sorry, it has been arranged one below the other. Now we have to arrange one after the other. Okay, so first, in order to create this, I told we will be using list. In order to align it, we will be using a table. Okay, so until here, everyone completed. Any doubts, any confusion, how this tag is working, how the command is working, how the class is working, anything, please do reply in the comment box. So everyone followed until this step. Everyone has finished. Give me a reply in a comment box. If you have finished, hit like and give one comment. Everyone who and all have finished until here. So make it fast, guys, so that we will proceed. Hmm? So what we have created is all the element. Clear? Okay, very good. Good to know. Okay, so this is div, all right, and this is also a div. Okay, so now what's next? We have created all this. We have arranged it one after the other, but we need to arrange. Sorry, we have arranged it one below the other. We need to arrange one after the other. Okay, as I told, we will be using the tables in order to arrange this. Okay, all right. Thanks for the reply. Let's move forward. Okay, so from here, from this RTI to this help option, from this RTI to this help option, we have created every element. Okay, we have created all the element. What left out is we need to arrange in this way. That's all. Okay, we need to arrange in this way. Fine. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I will make use of a tables. Okay, in order to have it in a separate column, we will use a table. Okay, so so what we need to do now? So come here. So Now what I will do is, I'll say table tag. Okay, so first create a table tag. Okay, so open a tag table. Okay, then so next what we need to do, so yeah, so have we used table somewhere in a previous session, guys? Did we use table in any of a previous session until now? Hmm? So is it the first time we are making use of a table? So reply in the comment section, have we used a table or not? So what I will do is, see here, I will arrange this. I will take a reference. Okay, how this? See this entire this. Okay, this entire thing I will consider as just one row. Okay, I won't consider this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I will not consider as like that. Okay, instead of that, I will consider this entire thing. Okay, I will consider this entire thing as one row. Okay, so in one row, how many columns will come? If I want to arrange it like this, in one row, how many columns should come, guys? If you check it out here, okay, if you check it out here, there will be a three columns. I will I will take a reference as, I will take this entire thing as single row. Okay, so in table, I will create one row, just one row, and I will create three columns. Okay, that's how we will arrange it. Okay, how? I will make this entire block as one row, and I will arrange it as three columns. Okay, three columns and one row. So in one column, this list, second column this, third column this. So I will come here, tr. Okay, so tr means I have created one tr, that is one row. Okay, then td. Okay, so in td means, that is first column. In TD represents the table data and also gives a first column. Again space TD, this will represent the second column, and again I will come down TD, this will represent a third column. As I told, you are creating a table, so the row will be created using a tr, the row will be created using a tr, and column using a td. Td means table data, so for three column I have three tds. Okay, so now what should come inside first column, you need to mention between this td. What should come inside second column, you need to mention it inside this second TD, and what should come inside this TD, that is third, you have to mention it between this. So what should come inside first TD, that is first column, that is entire this list, right? So go there. So where is it? Okay, so I have given a class, I have not given a class for third list, so just I will give list 3. Okay, I will say third list. Third list C. Okay, so third list, second list, and first list. Okay, so I will copy this entire section that represent the first list. Okay, so cut it and paste it inside the first TD. That is where a first column will created inside the table. That's why. Okay, so I will put it inside the first TD. So I will paste. Okay, then okay, second TD we have kept it ready, correct? So I will come back, cut this, paste. Okay, so again last one. So entire div I will copy. Third one, third list, I will put it inside the third TD. Now it looks like this. So inside the table, you have one row, and this entire thing is, which is inside the first TD, is the first column. So this is entire second TD is the second column, and entire third one, third TD, which have a third list, it is a third column. So I will save, come here, refresh. Now, see, is it easy or not? What do you think, guys? See, within just if you put it in a table, you don't need to work on the margin property, etc., etc., and all. Okay, directly it got arranged. So, what do you think? So, if you also got this output, okay, uh, hit like and put a comment section, make the give any emojis according to way you feel about the output, give the respective emojis, guys. So let's see, are you enjoying the session, are you enjoying the code, are you enjoying the way we are coding the the way we are creating the front end part? Yeah, so everyone take a few seconds of time and hit like and put any emoji on the comment section. Make it fast. All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So if you look at here, okay. So one thing we need to adjust. One thing we need to adjust. This has to slightly go up, and this also, or this should slightly come down. Correct, guys? Okay. So these two are in a what? These two are in a sync, but this is not in a sync. Okay, so these two are in sync. Okay, and web information manager. See here, web information manager. So after information manager should come in the next line, and this also e-saral Hindi and vakya kosh. That this vakya kosh text should come in the next line. So let's see how can we do it. Okay, so let me go and try with the break tag. Okay, so what I will do, come here in the first row. In the first row, everything has in a single line. In the second column, okay, web information manager, is it? Okay, let's search it. Where is it? Web information manager. Okay, so this list, okay, this is a list we should work on. That is, after web information, put a break here. Let's see, will it work? So refresh. Yes, it is working. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you for the comments. Okay, so it really means a lot for me and our organization here. Okay, all right, so let's continue. So web information manager, right? Okay, so after the break, I need this to move to the right side. Okay, instead of putting this manager in one span, okay, I will just forcefully move it by using nbsp space command. Okay, copy before the manager, paste it twice, save. Let's see how it works. Refresh, it's working. So again, two more space I think we need. Save, refresh. Yes, now it is fine. Okay, so web information manager. Yes, web information manager. Done. Okay, what's next? And see here, e-saral Hindi vakya kosh is there. This vakya kosh also should be in the second line. So let's search for that vakya kosh. Here is the vakya kosh. Okay, so put one break. Okay, so copy paste the nbsp command like 3 times or 4, how much is needed. So come here, refresh. Okay, not this page, this page. Refresh. Okay, vakya kosh came into the sync. Okay, so let's see, shall we need another bsp tag? Save, refresh. Yes, 4 is fine. Okay, so what's next is the last one. See here, we need two breaks. Check your 7th CPC. Break, pension revision, break, and then status. Okay, check your 7th CPC break, pension revision break, and status. Okay, so what we'll do is come here. Okay, so what is it? So where is it? Yeah, check your 7th CPC. Here break. Okay, and copy paste the nbsp command 4 times. Okay, and pension revision, again break, and copy paste the nbsp commands 4 times. Done. Because this pension revision and the status should get aligned with check your 7 cpc. Simple. So save, come here, refresh. So how it is done, guys? So see now, these two are in sync. What is left out is this should come little bit upper side. Okay, see here, this two is in sync, right? So hyperlinking policy and e-saral Hindi is in single line, and what is left out is this first column should be getting synced with the other two, right? Right? Okay, so for that, what should we do? I need to come here. Okay, so I will just apply 2 or 3 breaks at the end of the first list. Okay, so that it will go up, because already we have put inside the table tag here. Okay, all the all the elements are inside the table tag. In order to arrange this way, okay, So let me use padding property, or if it is not working, we will use a break so that it will go up. First is first. Let's, I will say, go to first TD. So this is a first TD, and I will give for this div. See, first class. We are applying for the first class means, sorry, first list, the first column. Okay, so for first column, if I need to apply, I will say style is equal to, I will tell it as padding at the bottom of the content. I need 20 pixels of space. Save. Okay, so come here, refresh. Yes, it is moving up. Okay, so let's say I will give another 20, that is totally, let it be 40. Refresh. Yes, it moved. Okay, so I think, is it in sync? Little bit we need to apply. Let it be 43 as final. Refresh. Okay, now it got synced with it. So let me say 44. I think this will be finalized one. Refresh. 45 is not getting applied. I think it has hit the top. Okay, now, so see here, just by one padding property we are able to make it come to the top. Okay, and I will apply light padding for this third list also, because lightly it is coming at the downside. So I will come style padding, padding bottom. Okay, so I will give it as 5 pixels enough. Refresh. Yes, now it all the list are in same sync. Okay, so let me put 4 pixels and see. I think 4 is enough. It is slightly mismatching, I guess. Okay, fine. Okay, so all the list are now in a same line. Okay, and what we need to do, what is the different, guys? Is there any, apart from placing here, okay, any difference, anything we need to add? Compare it in your system and tell me, is it fine? Shall we place this div here directly, or should we make any changes? Look at the output, compare it with the original website, and tell me. Tell me fast. So any changes? So any extra property we need to do? Hmm? So is it looking like the same one in our original website? Shall we copy paste it in this section? So compare it closely. All right. So let's see. What I will do is I'll come here. Now what I need to do is move this whole thing. Okay, move this whole section into the right side of the page. Okay, so move this whole section. if I want to move this whole section, for which tag I need to apply margin property, guys? So if I want to move this whole section, for which tag I need to apply the margin property? Hmm? So what I will do is, because all these things are inside the table tag, correct? Okay, all these things are inside the table tag, so I will move the table tag itself. Okay, so I will move the table tag itself. So why is, if I observe the comment section, some of you guys will comment something and delete it. So after commenting, are you feeling like shy or something? You will comment something, you will comment some compliment, and after sometimes you will delete it. Okay, so don't delete it, guys, whether it is a positive comment and whether it's a negative comment. Okay, we will accept all the comments. It is that just the way you feel, okay, about the session. All right, so we will value your both positive and negative comment. Anything you feel, you can put it on the comment section. Okay, so if there is any wrong in the code, we will correct it, or else we will make you understand, okay, to correct yourself. Okay, simple. All right. Okay, so come here. So I will all these things. Okay, so all these things are inside the table tag, so I will apply the margin property for the table tag directly. Okay, so I will come here, style, margin left. Okay, so margin left, let me how much I can say. I will tell it as 150, not 150. Let me give as 400 pixels. Save, refresh. Yes, moved. Is it enough? Yes, I think it is enough. Okay, so 20 pixel, I will decrease it. 380. Okay, so again, refresh. Let's see. Okay, next what we have to do is, we need to move it upside. Okay, so we know to move it upside, that means we need to invade this space. Okay, so already this heading and this block, okay, have took this space for themselves. This space belongs to these things. Okay, if I want to place this table in this place, I need to forcefully acquire it. How to forcefully acquire it? We have a margin top and minus value. Okay, so I will give it as 300 pixels. Okay, so if I give 360 Shanmuga, what will happen is, see here, it is nearer to this block. Okay, first we will make it side by side, then we will decide what exactly we can give. Okay, so until then we won't be getting a correct idea. Refresh. 300 pixels is too much. Okay, so I will go for 230 pixels. Save, refresh. Okay, Not possible. Okay, so little less I will give, 220 pixels. Refresh. Okay, so this address and these first line, this address and this first line of the table must be in sync, right? So yes, it is in sync. So to make sure, I will just give triple two. Okay, refresh. I think it is in sync now. The heading and this one is in a same line. Done, everyone? Okay, so right now, what I will do, so this section is different, right? So all these things, including this heading, this section table, we had put inside one div. Okay, and for that div, we have given a what? For that div, we have given a background color of this, correct? So I will go there. Okay, so what I will do is remove this style, save. Okay, so refresh. See, now we are getting that footer, correct? So we can directly copy paste this code in a uh, earlier one. Okay, so here also we have something. See here, at the right, at the left, and at the right there is space, and also at the top there is space, correct? So at the and what about this? The space between this element and this table, is it enough? Okay, correct. So somebody had Shanmuga has suggested to give 360, right? Okay, I will come back. Let me where is the table? Here I will say it has 360. Save. Let's see, is it enough? Refresh. Yes, it's enough. Okay, so it is nearer to this, and now it is also nearer to that. Fine. Okay, next. Okay, and other than that, see here, I think the space between each column is also more compared to our output. Why nobody has uh, observed it? See, the space between is, I think, comparatively little more if we compare to our output. Okay, so I will come here. So for which tag I need to apply, guys, in order to give more space? Can I get the comment for that? In order to give more space in between the table, for which tag I need to apply the space property. Hmm? So for which tag I need to give space, that is margin property, in order to create a space between the column. Hmm? So what I will do is come here. Okay, so which tag, guys? So inside which tag this each column we have created? Look it up and tell me. Hmm? So inside which tag we have all these lists. Okay. So come here. So what I will do is, see, for div. Okay, so inside the table tag, let me give it for td, that is style and padding right side, that is right side of the element. There should be 30 pixels of space. Let's see, will it work? Refresh. Yes, it is working. Okay, so we have given a good amount of space. How it is looking like that only. Okay, so I will come back. Let me give it as 35 and finalize. Refresh. Yeah. Okay, so 35 pixels space between this and this. Okay, and then so come back, and we need a space here also, right, between this column and this column. Okay, so come to the next td, apply the same style. Padding left, it must be 35 pixels. Save, refresh. Okay, why it is giving second list? Okay, sorry, pad not padding left, it should be padding right side of the elements. So if I refresh, yes. So how does it look now? Is it fine, or should I decrease or increase? But what do you think, guys? 20, I think it does not show any change, Shanmuga. If I give 20 pixels, look at the, so see here, there is this much space. Okay, for here, okay, might be correct. Okay, so between the first column and second column, we have more space, and it is not that much of a space. Same space has not been given between second and third. Okay, so yeah, I didn't notice it. Thank you, Shanmuga. I will say 22. Let's see, will it work? Refresh. Yes, it is working. Okay, so I will go and apply 20 only because you have commented so. So come here, refresh. Yes, 20, it's enough. Okay, so between first TD and second TD, 35. Between second TD and third TD, it is 20 pixels we have put. Done. Everybody done? Okay, next. Okay, so see here. So what we have to do, guys? Okay, so we will paste this image. Okay, so otherwise, first we will move this. Okay, so we will move this section, or else first we will save this image into the same folder where we have our codes. Okay, and we will put before this address and this section, we need to put this image. So come to your code, that is, it should be a first element, right? That's why just under the body section, I'm copy pasting that. See, this should be a first element, then this heading and block should come. So what I will do, img src. So what was the name of that image actually that we have just downloaded? I didn't notice. No worries, I will go and look it up here. Was it audio accessory ch3 logo? Open it and see. No, not this. Okay, this what's this? Okay, Acer. Okay, Acer. So AC, this will be the image. Okay, so I think let's see how does our output look. Refresh. Okay, it is going outside the div. Okay, so first let me put height and width for that image, guys. What should be the height and width? So let's say 40 and 40. Height must be 40 pixels. Where it went? And width also 40 pixels. Save. Refresh. So is it too small? Okay, it is too small. Let me give it as 50 and 50. Save again. So refresh it. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so next thing what we have to do is we need to include this logo inside this div. Okay, so come here, cut this, paste it inside div A where you have all the elements. Save. Let's see. Okay, it is going at the upper side. Okay, so now what I have to do is we need to move this. Okay, so we need to move all these things, that is to the right side. So what I will do, I will open a new div. Okay, I will open a new div, cut this and paste it at the end. Okay, so if I click here, this is the new div. Okay, why do we need a new div? That is, I will have this entire thing, guys. Okay, I will have this entire thing inside one div and move it to the right a little bit and adjust the height. That is, all this must be come here, right? in order to make it in order to make it come here. Okay, so in order to adjust the placement like this, we will do. Okay, so what I will do, okay, so I will say style. Okay, so style, I will say margin left. Okay, it should move around 70 pixels. Okay, then margin left 70 pixels. Save. Refresh. Yes, it is moving. Okay, so slightly I will tell it as 75 pixels. Save. Refresh. Okay, so let's move it top. So it has to invade its space, correct? So I'll say margin top should be minus around, again let me tell it as 70 px. Save. Okay, so refresh. Yes, it has got into the top side. Fine. So now I will just move the image downside. How? Simple. Style for the image, give margin top some space, that is at the top of the image there should be how much, let it be 80 pixels space. Save. Not this one, this one. Okay, so this is also moving, we don't need it. Let me try this again. I will put another div for this image. So many div we are putting. Okay, so I will set a class img or image. Okay, so instead of style here, we will apply style here. Let's see how will it work now. Refresh. It is again working in the same way. All right. Okay, so I won't put a margin then. Let's see. So if I don't put a margin, it won't work. Let's see. Okay, I will put a padding. So I'll say padding at the top of the div must be 70 pixels. Save. Again, not going to work. So for which div am I putting the padding? Okay. So what shall we do? So any other choice we can approach this in any other way, just because we are adding this what image at the last. Okay, so I will just remove this margin top, save, refresh it. Okay, so first let's set the image. Okay, it is, so I will move little bit that side. Let me say 85, refresh. Okay, so let me say 185. We'll move bit far away. Okay, then what I will do is come here, margin top, so tell as minus what was the uh, what was the value that we have given before. Let's say 85 px. Save. Now it is getting adjusted, correct? So again let me give 125. So refresh. Yes. Okay, so compared to this, yes, now it is looking good. Okay, so I will give it as 127. Save, refresh. Okay, so 129. Refresh, coming. Okay, so is it fine? Yes, it is fine now. Okay, so now we will decrease a margin. All right, so let's say 85. Yeah, now is it fine, guys? So now it this logo and this address, this list, everything in a correct sync compared to this one. Fine. Okay. And now what we will do, we will have this text last updated on something is there. Okay. So copy the text. All right. So put it at the last. Okay, after all the div, before the main div, because see here, the whole all the things is inside one div which is having a class a class a. Okay, so inside that div only that text should come, but outside the all the other div, outside this table, outside this element, that's all. Okay, so it is a separate one. What I will do, come here and I will say put it one p tag. and open one B tag. Why? Because we need this green color text that should be in a bold color text, bold format. So I'll come here, copy paste it, save, go and see the output, refresh. Yes, we got it, but we need to put a color. So for that, P style light green. Okay, sorry, it should be color light green. Save, refresh. Yes. Okay, so then what I will do, I will put a margin left. Okay, so after applying a margin left, I will say 200 pixels. Refresh again, and again I will say 500 pixels. Okay, so at last I think it is not enough. So let me give refresh again. Okay, so okay, is it enough? Yes, it is enough. Okay, so how many? 700 pixels is enough. Just to make it more this align right also. Yes, we can, but what we have needed is, okay, so we don't need it to come to the right end. See, there's a space here, right? That's why I have not used the align. Okay, so you can choose it somewhat a lesser margin. Okay, so there's a space here. That's why I did not use the align property, and instead of 720, let it be 690. Okay, let it be like this. Okay, and then at last this, for this we will use align property. Okay, Jayanti, so I will copy this. Okay, so I think you like that property, so we will use that property itself. All right, so I will save. So what do we need here? After this first sentence, break. Okay, and we don't need any break after this second sentence. Save. And what is the other property we need? Okay, I have written outside the div. That should not be the case. Cut this and put it in the div class A. Why? So all the div, or we don't need a div here actually. Let me say paragraph. Use the paragraph, that is enough. We have used like so many div. It is needed. It's not like we can help it or not. Okay, it is needed. Okay, so a new paragraph. For this new paragraph, I should have a color that should be white. Correct. Okay, so then what I will do, so let's see the output first, where it is coming. Refresh this. Okay, so I think it should be slightly at the level below. Okay, so we'll adjust that also, no worries. First let me put text align property that should be at the center. Save. Okay, so I'll come here, refresh this. Okay, so it has come to the center, and little more space we need between this paragraph and this one. Okay, so if we need more space, Very easy. We have a lifesaver property that is margin top, and the margin top, I will say it has 16 px save. Okay, so I'll come here, refresh, not moving. Okay, let me increase it 20 pixels. Yes, it is moving. Okay, yes, I think that is enough. Okay, so now let me arrange the height of the main div. See, there is a space here. Okay, instead of cutting up, so what we have given, how much? I think we have given the space of, let's say here. Okay, for a I have given 550. I will change it to, sorry, 500. I will change it to 450. Come here, refresh. Yes, fine. And now again come back, 430. I think, can we lock it up? Refresh. Yes. So is it fine, guys? Okay, so compared to this and this. Okay, so what we have to add is, I think we can add these two. Okay, but not necessary. Okay, you know already how to, just you can put an image and you can place it here. We have done it so many times, right? That is using a margin property. Aram say we can set that. Okay, but main thing is we have used the two new tags. Okay, we have used two new tags, that is one is list tag and one is table tag. Correct. So using that we have arranged all the elements. Okay, so anybody got stuck or anybody still doing, or and everybody able to follow what is the case? Can I get a reply on this? And what is the one last thing we need to do is, see here at the top, at the right and the left, there is a gap. Okay, so we will stretch it. So go to that same div. All these things are inside this div itself. So style, margin left, minus 5px. Okay, or else I will directly give it as margin property. Okay, at the top I need minus 5 pixels, at the right minus 5 pixels, at the bottom 0 pixels, and minus 5px at the left. So let's see, refresh. Okay, it's not enough, so I will give as minus 8, minus 8 and minus 8. Okay, apart from the uh, okay, so little bit I will give for the top, that is minus 9, and let's finalize. Okay, apart from downside, so all the other sides we need to fill the gap, right guys? Okay, so now, okay, so now we have done with this footer part also. Any changes, any suggestion, guys? So compare it carefully and tell me. Compare it parallelly here and tell me, guys. So apart from these images, okay, so any changes, everything is in sync, everything is in the place. Hmm? All right. Okay, so what you do is, So come here. Okay, so select all these things. Okay, if you can do it now, you can do it now. Okay, or else I will just copy and show. Okay, I have copied all the what code on this body section on this file, and I will take it to the session 7 where we have this earlier one. Okay, so paste it, and similarly, okay, so go to the session 13 and copy paste all the codes inside the style section also. Copy all the code in the style section, take it to the earlier one. So are you getting where I'm pasting it? First one where we have created ISRO, there I am pasting it. Okay, now save. Now let's host the page. So this was our website. Now we have a footer like this one. So what do you say? Looking nice? So this was the footer which we created. This was the footer when we add it to our website, right? So this was the website which we have created. Okay, so lot of coding, lot of patience, lot of trial and error together we did, right, guys? So give last, give the comments one last time. So if everybody did the same thing, everybody able to follow. So one last comment, guys, everyone. Okay, so this will be the conclusion for this internship. Okay, so I hope you have liked and you have gained the sufficient knowledge in order to attain the news right of your okay, at least the front end part. Okay, if you have this much knowledge that if you are able to build this, if you put it in your resume, that will be like a booster for your interview. Okay, they will just make the link, and if you put this on the resume, the interviewer will check and he will ask you to explain this. If you explain how you have built your own project, that will be the proof that you are having a very good grip on the front-end part of the coding. Okay, so back-end you need to learn, front-end if you have this much knowledge. I'm not telling that it is sufficient, but you will be above all the other resume. Okay. So the person who is have no knowledge on the front end or have just very few and he have not practiced it by using the project, it will be you will be having a more priority in terms of a interview always. Okay, so all the best, everyone. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to me and our team on Instagram or in the group also. Okay, so yeah, all the best, everyone. So, if you have any doubt, please do make a follow up. Okay, so we will be conducting a workshop further notice. If you like to attend, please to register for that also. And maybe we will add JavaScript or any backend or SQL anything. Okay. Just stay tuned to our channel and ask your friends and anyone who likes to learn the programming language to subscribe and to get registered for our organization that is Resolution Minds. Okay, so all right, guys. So thank you very much for everyone who has been in a short journey here. Okay, so It has been a very good time to code with you, code along with you. Okay. I hope everyone have learned something and it will be very useful. That is 100% sure. Okay, very useful when you finish final sem, or in the final sem itself, if you attend the interview, really it will be very helpful. Just that you need to revise these concepts then and there. Okay, just spend like 10-15 minutes per week. Okay, now you have a good knowledge and idea how all these things works. Okay, just to revise it, spend 10 to 20 minutes for an entire week. I'm not talking about a day. That is not possible also, you will not do also. Okay, so at least for a week, just open it, see the code how it will work, just do some trial and error, close the laptop. That is fine. Okay, all right guys. So everyone, please do put your attendance and then leave the session. Okay, thank you everyone. Stay tuned for the further updates and all the best for everyone here. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.